Hi, it's Helen Hebert, and I'm at the Center for the Book Oakdale Paper Facility. I hope I got that right. And I'm so excited. I've been making paper for 25 years, and it's the first time I'm visiting Tim Barrett here in his own facility. Hi, Tim.
Hi. Glad you could come.
Yeah.
Well, let me show you around a little bit.
Great.
When we make Western style papers, we usually start with cotton or hemp fiber, and it's sometimes fermented in these gray buckets for several months, sometimes not. Regardless, it's cooked in these steam jacketed kettles, and then once it's cooked, we scoop it out of the kettles into these rolling drain carts that have holes in the bottom to get rid of the cooking solution, and then those carts are rolled into the beater room in here, where we have 3 beaters, including an arena beater, a small valley beater, and then this larger Jones beater. The Jones beater will handle 10 to 12 pounds of fiber, dry fiber. All of them are fitted with these drum-type washers, which we find are really helpful for removing spent cooking solution and chemicals, but also it helps lighten the color of the fiber a lot. Once the fiber has been beaten and fully washed, it's dumped into, again, the rolling gray buckets. We bring it out into the other room for sheet forming. Elise and Sarah are working on making some sheets out of some leftover kozo fiber here, so they're going to be working while we're walking around. Our our Western style sheets are made out of this vat covered with plastic. There's a Chancery papermaking video available on YouTube that you can watch to see this all in action. 2 presses. The large hydraulic press is used for Western papermaking. The screw press is used for pressing Japanese style sheets. When we make Japanese style paper, you can come over this way. We work in this space, which is sealed off with plastic because we want the work areas to stay cold, like 50 degrees. The cooked mulberry fiber and the viscous formation aid root solution lasts a lot longer if everything's nice and cold. So it's late February now. Spring will be here really soon. We'll shut this all down and then move to Western style paper making. So the Japanese, just to back up a little bit, the Japanese fiber, we cook on the stove usually in 1 kilogram batches. After it's cooked, it's beaten, it's picked and then beaten for an hour and a half in this electrically driven stamper. So that's an hour and a half. Then beaten by hand on this table that they're using for sheet forming right now. And followed by usually 2 to 4 minutes in the naginata beater over here. There's one of these that David Rena just completed for Morgan. Amy Lee had a lot to do with producing, so that there are now 2 of these, we think, in North America. But this really helps a lot to separate the fibers for making lightweight mending tissue. So that's basically the wet end of the process, and we'll show you the dry end in a little bit.
Great. Thanks, Tim.